just call Dr. Cho. No. I can handle this. While we're all delighted that Dr. Cho's cradle technology succeeded in creating an entire being, its structure was a little compromised during the process and it requires some maintenance. I propose that we cause a disjunction between the push connectors and the dynamic core. This should culminate in the extracellular architecture suspension I'm sorry, basically what I mean is we need to turn it off and on again. Even with such cutting-edge technology as this, you can't beat the classic reboot technique. Oh, sorry, I forgot that Dr. Cho encrypted the startup sequence. She never got around to showing me how to bypass it. But never mind, I'm sure you'll have it cracked in no time. While we're all delighted that Dr. Cho's cradle technology succeeded, I propose that we cause a... It seems to have worked! The cradle is back online! Now, for future tests, I believe we just need to revise both the mechanical integration and the synthetic pull in order to... Sorry, I'm doing it again, aren't I? Thank you. I'll be sure to credit you in my notes.
Put the dirt to the control room, please. Everything needs doing, and nobody else is doing it. Which you can.
Shield thanks you for your continued work. Possessions to spell out rude messages detailing what you think of his economic policies.
It's not glamorous work, but somebody's got to do it. The Avengers, huh? Gotta admire them for all the world-saving they do. I wish they'd have a little more consideration for the little people. Take Tony Stark, for instance. Last time he was here, he was snacking on blueberries. Ended up dropping more on the floor and into our machinery than in his mouth. And who has to clean up after him? Yours truly. And you, I guess. I mean, you can't possibly listen to me complain for that long and not want to help, right?
Shield thanks you for your continued work.
They might not seem it, but blueberries are actually a pretty big security risk. One rolls into the wrong vent and boom, helicarrier plummets into the ocean.
Shield thanks you for your continued work. Anyone else bothered by how quickly they managed to rebuild the base in Mexico? Staff are reminded that the propellers are not to be used in lieu of a paper shredder.
See?
So many variables. I wonder if a few basic adjustments could draw the required response.
Someone should make a TV show out of my life. I'd watch that. Major Roberts is once again awarded Agent of the Month for his work on his secret missions, and we are all just super thrilled for him. Really marvelous. Thanks.
Should have mentioned, but don't eat any of the blueberries you find. Let's see, if we take the average amount of blueberries in the bag, subtract the amount seen being consumed by Stark and other Avengers on the security cameras, then... Great! This should be all of the rogue berries accounted for. Here, take this for a job well done.
Shield thanks you for your continued work.
Agent Berger to the control room, please. Everything needs doing, and nobody else is doing it. Quick as you can.
So many variables. I wonder if a few basic adjustments. Every time I see the Avengers, I wonder, could I be a superhero? It seems as though many do start their heroic careers as scientists. Maybe all I need is the right scientific disaster? Well, let's not jump the gun. To start with, I'm not even sure what kind of weapon I would use. Though I imagine there'd be plenty lying around here. Could you perhaps fetch me some so I can perform some tests?
Good to have you with us. Agents are reminded that photostatic veils are not to be used for pranking purposes. Cafeteria staff are being equipped with countermeasures to prevent pranks from taking 2 desserts at mealtime by disguising themselves as other agents. shop, was lost in an unspecified incident, broken rules, alternate dimensions, and an unnamed god of thunder.
I'm still unsure on what type of weapon I would actually be able. That's quite a selection. I hope S.H.I.E.L.D. doesn't mind me borrowing them. You may want to be somewhere else for the next stage of the experiment. As I said, I'm a bit new to these things, and I wouldn't want to have to regrow one of your appendages if something goes wrong. Thanks for your assistance.
Is this one of these hit? Oh man, bear fights? Huh. Careful around that leg. They say someone got attacked by a bear in there the other day. Can you believe it? I mean, who ever heard of a bear in Central Park? If I ever do see one though, I got a big green friend I'd like for him to meet. What the? You see that? Don't panic. Lesson 1 is self-defense against bears. Make yourself big, like that big green superhero guy. What's his name? Where's the Hulk when you need him? Don't panic. Lesson 1 is self-defense against bears. Make yourself big, like that big green superhero guy. What's his name? Don't just stand there. Somebody, take a picture. That was really something. Might even say it was incredible. Hulk.
Face front. This looks like yet another perilous predicament. Uh-oh. This wasn't in this month's bullpen bulletin. Thank you for saving your Generalissimo, Brigadiers. Excelsior!
Come on, come get some Kamala!
A rent-controlled apartment. That's my goal in life.
Oh, hey! How's it going? I'm good. Just hanging with these funky-looking crocodiles with lasers on their heads, which would actually all be pretty awesome if they weren't trying to kill me. Why can't the inventor get through his big bird brain that laser crocs are the worst thing to have in any evil scheme? Whatever. Time to do my hero thing.
This job would be perfect.
Get ready to lose, crazy lasery crocs. I got +10 heals. Kind of bad for the big ugly mugs. Maybe they're just sleeping? In pieces? Some animals do that, right? Well, anyway, thanks for the dance. You ever feel like being my sidekick again, just text me.
Of course the price of real estate is sky high. Superheroes keep buying it all up.
Well, the cat's out of the bag and into the cloning machine. Black Panther stopped by and asked me to look after Mr. Tittles while he was out on a mission. It's not like I didn't have a lot to do already, but how could I say no to that furry little face? Or faces, as is now the case. He somehow managed to get into a cloning device we were developing and replicate himself. As adorable as an army of Mr. Tittles sounds, it could be dangerous to have them running loose before we can perform some tests. Please help me find them.
Evasive maneuvers.
I suppose this is one way of giving the cat 9 lives.
Face front. This looks like yet another perilous predicament.
bag I own.
I've got a cousin out in Tennessee who swears.
Those are some high-quality heroics back there. You sure left those bad guys quaking in their boots. You see what I did there? chance you could grab some shawarma while you're out? Maybe some mac and cheese or falafel or... Hold up. Criminal activity detected nearby. I guess dinner can wait.
Those aliens certainly make this a memorable holiday. I must remember to tell Auntie Kira about this.
I suppose this is one way of giving a cat 9 lives. Mr. Tittles! But which one is the original? It appears all the clones are identical in every way. No signs of deterioration caused by the cloning process. Same noble portrait, same glossy coats, so it shouldn't matter which one goes back to Black Panther. As for the others, well, it appears I've gained myself a few pets.
The captain got told off.
Oh, it's so good to see the city again. Oh, hello. You know, I used to come here all the time when I lived in New York. There was a charming little cafe nearby. I've heard this cafe owner is selling something called a Captain America cappuccino. I don't think it's likely that Steve somehow survived and became a barista, but I have to be sure. Unfortunately, getting inside the cafe won't be quite as simple as one might imagine.
Rebuilding this part of the city's going well. Take all you can add. Sticky packaging, sticky pipe cleaners, and the tiny pieces of rubble that rained down when it exploded in the sky.
Nicely done. However, it would appear that Steve isn't inside after all, as if Captain America would be in need of a hot drink right now. In any case, thank you for... hang on. 10 cents for a cup of coffee? Can you believe it?
A rent-controlled apartment. That's my goal in life.
My lawyer's gonna hear all about
Where is everyone? A good nanny is hard to find. Or in this case, it's hard for a good nanny to find me. I had 4 applicants for the job due here an hour ago, but none of them have shown up. Did I give them bad directions, or are they all just totally incapable? I'd write them all off, but I'm getting desperate. See if you can't find them and point them my way.
Of course the price of real estate is sky high.
I know. I'm late to meet Jessica. Just give me a sec to wrap things up here. I know. I'm late to meet Jessica. Just give me a sec to wrap things up here. And that takes care of that. Oh, nuts! The interview! Huh? Gotta go!
Jessica sent you? I'll be right there. Just need to show these punks Exhibit F. I hope Jessica's got some good perks lined up for this job. I mean, she knows I'm a lawyer, right?
Could you help me out? I'm late to a job interview. Thank you. I'll head over straight away. I hope I'm not too late. Hey! Mind lending me a hand here?
What just happened?
Huh? I'm late to meet Jessica? Guess I lost track of time.
I know you probably have your hands full right now, but there's some pretty bad stuff going down in the nearby area that could really use your attention.
Finally, everyone's here. I was starting to think Danielle would have grown up before we got to hire a nanny. And now for the interviews. Would it be bad if I just used eeny, meeny, miny, mo to decide?
I read some Iron Man fan fiction last night. Here's hoping Tony starts it.
Don't make me write you a ticket.
Maybe if I look at this.
Okay, you got me. I'm not a full-time cab driver. And I can see that you aren't a full-time civilian. You can call me Spectre. Inspector. I'm just heading to meet an informant downtown. I probably don't need to tell you that downtown is traditionally a shady neighborhood. And this cat is a real shady customer. If you're interested, I wouldn't say no to an extra pair of eyes on my back. Walk with me, partner. My associate likes to keep a certain mystery about him. They say he pretty much runs this neighborhood, so keep your wits about you. Eyes up, partner. Things could get rough in a second. Well, look at the cat dragging.
This job would be perfect if it wasn't for all the criminals.
Hired goons, huh? And I thought my associate was a classy type.
What days to my retirement?
I'm gonna regret saying that.
All right, now we're in business. Looks like my informant's a careful guy. Or is he testing us? Oh! Mr. Tittles? So you're my informant? Now I get what they meant by, you gotta meet this crazy cat downtown. Thanks, partner, I'll take it from here. Oh, and hey, take this. You've earned it. Hey, take it easy.
In times of crisis, it helps to keep a level head. Ready for another adventure? All right, but you must focus. Please, focus. Oh, sorry. I forgot. I'm not a big fan of that particular phrase for some reason.
Why are all these people fighting each other?
Best guess, Dr. Fenhoff and Dottie Underwood discarded some midnight oil in this area. We need to find a way to calm everyone down before it's too late. Hurry! It would appear that dancing isn't this group's greatest skill. Thank you for all your help, and always remember to know your value. Anyone else's opinion doesn't really matter. Take care.
Over here! Don't worry, this is gameplay related. She-Hulk smash! Only kidding. This isn't one of those beat so many bad guys kind of quests. Instead, I could use some help tracking down the known criminal who walked free in my court case today. He's as guilty as I am green, but the evidence just isn't solid enough. Yet. I just know that if we can find his hideout, I'll have that conniving crook dead to rights. Shall we?
If PIM Technologies is such a big deal, why haven't I heard of it?
I followed our felonious friend back here from the courtyard before he disappeared on me. The hideout must be around here somewhere.
Why is all of the money the same color? How can you tell it apart?
Just a thought. I might not be the most inconspicuous of gals to be doing this kind of work.
I swear, nobody's taking that dumpster away.
Looks like there'll be some She-Hulk smash after all! What do you want to bet these thugs are part of my friend's gang? warmer. She-Hulk smash! Hey, that's fun. I can see why Bruce does it.
Reporting for duty.
Evasive maneuvers.
There you are. Hope you don't mind us stopping by unannounced.
Hey, this suit unspecified living arrangements. Probably.
Bingo! This is the place, all right. And once the police get an anonymous tip to swing on by and feast their eyes on all the evidence, my friend here will be relocated to a new hideout. One with barred windows. Thanks for the help. I owe you one.
Taxi! I gotta get across town in a hurry, but I don't have a great track record with cab drivers, so none of them will pick me up. You've got a vehicle, right? Can you give me a ride? You've got a vehicle, right? Can you give me a ride?
Finally figured out how to communicate using this hologram table thing. Somehow we got stuck on Morse code. Anyway, keep an eye out for trouble in this area. Oh, you are...
We made it! Thanks a lot. I'm meeting my eyebrow stylist here, and he's crazy when it comes to being punctual. And the last thing I want is to be walking around with unkept eyebrows.
Where are you hiding, you overgrown iguana? I've heard that the dragon Xiao Lao has been seen lurking around this area. I kinda hoped after defeating him a while back he'd, you know, stay defeated for a little longer. But it looks like he's decided to be reborn again for, what is it, the 67th time? Either way, we've gotta stop him. The last thing this city needs is another rampaging lizard thing stomping about the place. You might not recognize a dragon when you see one, but don't worry. I'm a bit of an expert. Don't know if I mentioned it, but I defeated Xiao Lao before. Got a cool scar on my chest and everything. Look! Over there! It's Xiao Lao! Get him! Oh, wait. Wrong dragon. Sorry, folks. There he is. Now we've got you, Xiao Lao. Ah, not again. definitely Xiao Lao. It's all in the scales. What? Another costume? Is there some sort of festival going on? Well, looks like Xiao Lao isn't here. Just a bunch of really convincing costumes. I guess there's no threat here after all. Or is that just what he wants us to think? Yeah, now I get it. Think you can lull me into a false sense of security, do you, Xiao Lao? Well, no dice! The Iron Fist will remain clenched and waiting until you show your true face. Which could take a while, so you can probably get going. Thanks for the help.
Don't make me write you a ticket.
I have a job for you, if you're interested. I have here a list of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s most wanted criminals. I've been asked to assemble an elite squad of agents to go after them. But since you're here, you could save me a lot of paperwork if you took care of them. Don't worry, I've got something to make it worth your while. What do you say? Be careful. Those aren't your run-of-the-mill bad guys.
You intend to stop me, mortal? I will destroy you!
You set the terms, you can change them. I'm sorry, that was odd.
Be careful. Those aren't your run-of-the-mill bad guys you're after.
Cut off one head, two shall take its place. And one is in my belly. Oh, blue screen crash. Oh.
See you there, sir.
You wish to challenge the dynamo? Now I'm seeing crimson!
Sorry to interrupt your little trip across the city, but the police are on their way to a crime in progress near you. Maybe you can beat them to it.
No!
I got a pretty good feeling.
What can you?
Those are the most unconvincing costumes I've ever seen.
Oh, so that's what you can do.
I see you've made it back in one piece. Nice work. You've been a huge help. As I promised, take this.
Need to revise our heroes for higher clientele. It sounded like such an easy job. Take a load of rookie SHIELD agents out on the mean streets of Manhattan and make sure they don't scrape their knees too bad. Except some of those jumped-up juniors thought they'd be heroes and ran off to chase bad guys without me. They better not be in too much trouble. My paycheck is riding on this. Time to go round them up. If I wanted to spend the day babysitting, I'd have just stayed at home, you know? With my actual baby.
Mr. Cage! I need the bathroom! But these goons keep getting in my way!
You know SHIELD is just a name, right? You don't have to just sit there and let people hit you.
Thank you. I've been bursting since we got here. Stand down, peasants! I am a mighty SHIELD agent, and you are all under arrest! It's not working! They're not standing down!
Uh-oh. Looks like Junior's in trouble.
Thanks, but I had the situation completely under control.
Mr. Cage, I swallowed my comms device. Can I get a new one?
You SHIELD boys sure know how to take a punch.
Time to forget how to make a fist. Fingers bend inwards or outwards. Ow! Not outwards!
You guys are so green, people try to take Hulk selfies with you.
Oh, thanks. I thought I was a goner.
Think next time you can stick around?
Think that's everyone accounted for. Thanks for helping me out there. I guess chasing after these kids was good practice for when Danielle's a little older, huh? Here, take a cut of the pay for this job. Don't worry, I'll be charging SHIELD extra for the trouble.
near you. Maybe you can beat them to it. Hey, fancy tagging?
go! A fight broke out while I was doing security in the courthouse the other day. And, well, let's just say I lost my cool a little bit. Yeah, things have settled down now, but some of the jury ran away when the big green guys showed up. I don't suppose you could take a look around for them, could you?
Aliens in London, England?
The judge is really writing me about this one. If you could find those jurors for me, it would be a big help.
Objection! I don't want to be smashed to pieces today. Can't we just say the guy was guilty and I'll go home? Fine, I'll go back.
Sorry.
No wonder I hate jury duty. Did someone take care of that big green boy?
Talk about a courtroom drama. Things got a bit too real back there. Is it safe to go back?
The judge is really writing me about this one. If you could find those jurors for me, it'll be a big help. Oh, great! You found them all. Now we can get the court back in session. Hopefully without any objections. Huh?
Might I borrow you for a moment? Don't worry, it's not anything too taxing. Just a little brain surgery. You may not know this, but the great Sorcerer Supreme was once a mere neurosurgeon, until an accident robbed me of the full use of my hands, and I was reduced to performing back-alley operations to get by. However, the brain is not something you want to be tinkering with without a steady hand, and some of my patients from that time were left slightly mentally defragmented. The Sorcerer Supreme has the ability to heal them. I just need a little help finding them. The patients I mentioned all have a fairly obvious tell. Quite simply, they all think they're farm animals. Keep your ears open, and I'm sure you'll be able to track them down. Communicate using this hologram table thing. Somehow, I got it stuck on...
Oink! Oink, oink, oink! Oink! Oink!
Whoa! Oh?
The patients I mentioned all have a fairly obvious tell. Quite simply, they all... Yes, this is all of them! I must thank you. Finally, I can right this wrong committed in my darkest hour. Or at the very least, dress them up and open up some kind of petting zoo. I rather think there could be some serious money in it. What do you think? Don't worry, I wouldn't dream of leaving you out of the profits. I jest, of course. About the petting zoo, I mean. Yes, even I am not that strange.
Maybe if I look on the side, I'll see a superhero like. What are the odds?
Aliens in London, England?
Just when I'd found something to devote my existence to, other than devouring mortals, it was cruelly taken away from me. I refer, of course, to the restaurant in which I was the acting head chef. Gone in the blink of an eye. But fear not, for the great Fang Foom will return to the culinary world with his latest venture. Fang Foom's fantastically fresh and filling, fat-free Frogurt Factory! All I need are a few ingredients to get me started, and perhaps a catchier name. Hurry along now! The sooner I can open the the sooner this good city can continue to enjoy my culinary wonders.
But I'm pretty busy recording videos of myself lip-syncing popular songs for research. Really is part of the city for well. And the tiny pieces of rubble that rain down. Taking so long? Find me those ingredients before my good spatula finds your backside. Marvelous! This is everything I need to make my very first fantastically fresh and filling fat-free Frogurt. And, as is the case with any successful business, once that first Frogurt is out of the way, the rest just falls into place. That and once my small business loan comes through.
You are so I wonder if someone will randomly ask me for a story about my past today. Disguise can often be an agent's greatest weapon. Working for the SSR, I often felt invisible to my co-workers, but on missions, the skill of not being seen usually proved to be very useful.
A rent-controlled apartment.
Wait, who are you? Are you supposed to be my backup? You'll stand out like a sore thumb dressed like that. Help me follow this suspicious-looking character. Careful now.
It got away! Quick! Somebody get after that truck!
Well done, you. I dare say you'd make a fine agent. You know, sometimes the most dangerous work can essentially be summed up as a highly sophisticated game of peekaboo. I'll take these findings back to the SSR, but thanks again.
Hey, do you know a good dark elf exterminator?
Billy here was getting all nostalgic for the good old days as Asgardian. He put on the costume for 2 minutes, and now we've got a whole load of them trying to get us.
Yeah, I don't mean to brag, but they clearly thought I was Thor. What, with the physique and everything?
You wish. Come on, it looks like they found us.
Hey, you reckon there's a spell that'd make me as tough as Thor?
Is now really the time to be asking that? How about a spell that turns dark elves into kittens?
Why would you want to beat up kittens?
Never mind.
How many of these things are there?
I think that's the last of them.
Great. Now, what kind of enemy do you think would show up if I tried on Patriot's costume?
A Hulkling kind of enemy.
Ah, point taken.
Hey, do you fancy tagging along on an official S.H.I.E.L.D. road trip? I've just been assigned the exciting task of driving out to the desert to pick up some sort of otherworldly wrench, I think. I haven't finished reading the case file yet. Anyway, if you're free to tag along, I thought we could make a road trip out of it. What do you say?
What the gal gotta do to get help to cross the street?
All right, Lola, let's get you filled up.
Let's take a cab.
Better stop for some gas first. Lola's running a little low. Uh-oh, looks like trouble. We're in the clear. You know, this seems to happen every time I stop for gas. I'm starting to think it'd be easier to just catch a flight. Sorry, I know you had your heart set on that road trip. Hopefully this will make up for the trouble. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna grab some donuts for the trip. This might take a while.
guys are really raining on my parade here. This rescue mission could have been so much easier if I could just carry everybody to safety. But I went and busted up my arm during training, so that's off the table. I thought if I created some cloud platforms, the civilians could jump over here and climb down, but for some crazy reason, they're too scared. I've been trying the whole pep talk approach for hours. I think it's time someone a little more persuasive stepped in. From what I've heard, even your worst fears can be overcome if someone mind controls you. Sounds like just what we need.
Oh, wait, man, I ain't stepping on no stupid cloud.
Careful. Your average superhero might be able to survive that drop, but I don't think a civilian would come out so well.
Gee whiz, I can't wait to step on those clouds. They look so safe and fun.
Nice, that's one down.
There's a reason they don't build houses out of clouds. Those things aren't so solid.
Sure, let's jump up and down on these clouds. I can't see a single downside to this.
I don't know what they're so scared about. I keep telling them those clouds are as solid as a rock. A rock that might dissipate under your feet after a second or two, but still. Okay, that's two. Didn't I tell you? Clouds are like the new floor.
I can't do it. I'm scared of heights. All right, let's do this thing. Hey, have cars always been that small?
Great going. You really helped me out there. And seriously, if you could spread the word about how nice and reliable cloud platforms are, I'd appreciate it. Maybe then, the next time this happens, people will just bounce their way across on their own, and we can all go home a lot quicker.
Well, that happened. Well, I guess it's time to move on and go back to life before aliens flew in and trashed half of Manhattan. And for me in the cafe, that means getting some customers back in. A bunch of our regulars were happily sipping their mochachinos when it all went down, and I haven't seen them since. You don't think anything happened to them, do you? I'm hoping they're all just still hiding. If you see anyone looking scared and thirsty, send them my way. It's probably one of our regulars.
Is it safe to come out yet? My coffee's going cold. So, it's safe now? Oh, great.
Ah, what I wouldn't give for a macchiato. And to be reunited with my family. In that order. Oh, thank Thor!
I'm sure they're all just hiding. I mean, I don't remember any sort of announcement that the coast was clear, so how are they to know?
so tired and weak. Need coffee. How long have I been hiding? 20 minutes? Oh, my hero! Now out of the way! I need my beads.
Oh man, this fearing for my life business is one thing, but this dry mouth is another. You came to rescue me! Ha, awesome!
If you see anyone looking scared and thirsty, send them my way. It's probably one of our regulars. I'm so glad everyone got back safe. Thank you so much. And on a side note, totally a byproduct of this whole thing, you understand. My tips should start rolling back in. Here, I think you definitely deserve a cut.
Think you can master these moves?
Hey! You?
I was told this dancing game was unbeatable, but I have already mastered all the sequences. I even had time to set up my own. Think you're up for the challenge? You're gonna need a photographic memory to master this task. See if you can match this. I see you no stranger to your local arcade. Perhaps we should up the ante. Not quite. Watch carefully. Impressive. It appears that you too have a talent for mimicry. Your funky moves made light work of this task. Some might even say you mastered this task. As such, accept this reward from a fellow taskmaster.
It doesn't rain a lot today. Crime fighting is hard enough without bad weather. Speaking of crime, we've got reports of an incident close to where you are.
Hey, do you have a second? Don't worry, it's not work-related. Following popular demand from at least 4 other S.H.I.E.L.D. agents, I've decided to put together a Lola calendar. Every month, a more glamorous shot than the last, or at least once I get that final shot. I heard Hulk selfies were fast becoming a trend, so what better way to finish off my calendar than a snap of my favorite lady with my favorite big green thing. But first, I have to find the perfect location. Lola, let's ride. How about here? Nah, you're right. I think we can do better. Here? No? Okay, you're the boss. we've got company. This seems like a decent spot. Wait, nope. I see bird poop.
Incoming crime report. Looks like a possible robbery. Reminds me of when that guy stole a priceless gem and then just put it on a glove. I mean, who does that?
Quick! Stop them before they can scuff her paint job!
Out in Tennessee who swears blind.
You, I reckon.
All right, how about here? Yep, I think we got a winner. Line up that Hulk and take the shot. Excellent. Yep, that one's going on the cover. You know, I think this calendar might be even better than the one Agent Hill did. Of her favorite pizza joints, if I remember correctly. Thanks a lot.
Hey, want to check out some retro shield technology? I was archiving some old shield project reports and came across this one that used studs to find treasure. Not sure why it was discontinued. Something about the arrows not always pointing the right way? I don't think it'd be too hard to figure out the kinks. Want to give it a go? So if I fire this up, it should make stud arrows appear. According to the report, there are two types of arrow, silver and gold. One of them points the right way, the other one lies. Ooh, it's like a riddle. It says here if you follow the correct arrow, you should find another one in that direction. So I guess if you run a mile and don't see anything, it's the wrong one? I think I can see why they gave up on this. Whatever you do, don't collect all the studs, then forget which way the arrow was pointing. It says that in big red letters here. Next to that, it just says, no, no, no. Hey, I think you found the treasure. That wasn't too bad, was it? Shame nobody put the time into getting rid of those lying arrows, though. I guess by that point, they developed a more efficient and less expensive tracking device. Well, thanks for helping me try it out.
Another successful dirty deal in the bag. Wait, why am I saying that out loud? Hail Hydra! I mean, hey, hi there. Sorry, had something caught in my throat. But, since you mentioned Hydra, I just, heard a report that some of their agents have been sighted leaving the helicarrier with some Chitauri weapons previously seized by S.H.I.E.L.D. I think I was, in the bathroom at the time. They're probably still in the city. If you're quick, maybe you can still catch them? If any of those Hydra lowlifes mention anything about a double agent in S.H.I.E.L.D., just ignore them. These guys are all nuts.
What just happened?
Pretty short change this last
Oh, great work. You got all the weapons back. You know, for a minute I was worried that someone might have warned Hydra that you were coming, and that maybe you would have been ambushed and not made it back alive. But it seems like none of that happened, so I'll just take those off you and put them somewhere safe. Thanks again.
Oh, it's such a good day. How could anything go wrong? You know, doing what you think is right doesn't mean you only ever fight the bad guys. I've got to get back to the Griffith without being spotted by any more SSR agents. I knew I should have brought my blonde wig with me. Wait, you look like a completely trustworthy person. Fancy a pleasant stroll through the city?
Oh, you are so getting blogged about.
I suppose this means it's time to go to work. Riley, now what? I'm Peggy Carter, and I'm not here to take lunch orders.
Your version of this.
I'm beginning to think this day will never end. Thanks for the hand. You're certainly more capable than that outfit you're wearing would seem to suggest. Sorry, that was rather mean. I'm having kind of a bad day. I should be able to make it the rest of the way, but thanks again.
Yeah, I guess I could just order online. I must have a serious case of moth in my wardrobe. Why else will all my shirts be in pieces? I really need new clothes, but my boss will let me leave my post long enough to go to the store. Would you mind picking up some shirts for me? Preferably a whole bunch to keep me going for a while. By the way, if you see a green mannequin in one of those clothes shops, just tell her... never mind.
Well, this is just fine.
Those are the most unconvincing.
Any chance you could grab some shawarma while you're out? Maybe some mac and cheese or falafel or... Hold up. Criminal activity detected nearby. I guess dinner can...
As far as size goes, I'm usually a triple XL. But if they don't have those, a plain old double XL should do the job. Hey, you got my shirts. You've done me a real favor here. I was worried I was gonna have to come to work tomorrow, wearing that incredible Hulk costume I got for Halloween.
The bank's just been hit. Keep your eyes open for a truck fleeing the scene at high speed.
Horror. The pasteurized, milky horror.
Hiya!
Oh, hello again. You know, this Daisy Clover milk farm and I have a long history. You wouldn't think that a seemingly innocent-looking place like this could hold such a terrible secret. I previously infiltrated this organization by wearing a clever disguise. However, they won't be likely to fall for the same trick twice, so perhaps a rather more stealthy approach will be required. I'm not exactly sure what I expect we'll find, but I have reason to believe it might be something rather out of the ordinary. Well, I certainly wouldn't have expected to find that. I suppose everything turned out all right in the end. I mean, yes, we did cause a small amount of property damage, but there's no use crying over spilled. What's that expression again?
Calling all cars, calling all cars. Pursuit of a reckless driver, driving reckless.
Such a busy city. That never seems to change. Getting around a big city like this can be a little stressful at times. Especially these days with giant green monsters rampaging down the streets in what is essentially their underwear. But it wasn't always like this, you know? Wow, you look so cool! Where is that Mr. Jarvis? You'd think you could trust someone to show up to their own secret meeting. I can't wait any longer. I should get to the SSR, I mean, the phone company, right away. Could I trouble you for a lift, please?
Wow! Someday I want to be able to take people's cars for official business. Forget about it!
Where is everyone?
Where are you hiding, overgrown woman?
Thank you for your assistance. Your driving skills leave a lot to be desired, but you got me here, so that's a start. Anyway, mustache. I've got top secret, telephones to attend to. Cheerio!
Would you like to see a picture of my great-grandchildren? What am I saying?
The city is so beautiful. Well, the top side, at least. When Howard Stark's inventions were stolen, Mr. Jarvis and I had to retrace the culprit's escape route through the sewers. It wasn't exactly pleasant, so you can imagine my reluctance to go back a second time. Mr. Jarvis! Now, where's he gone to? Honestly, of all the places to lose your car keys... Wait. Perhaps there's a way I can retrieve them without having to go back into those wretched sewers. You there! Fancy a spot of fishing? Wait until I tell that Mr. Jarvis. You'd think someone with access to Howard Stark's money would just buy another car. Oh well, thank you for your help. You've saved me a bath, and several bars of diamond toilet soap.
We're getting more reports of criminal activity close to your location. Guess the bad guys don't want you to get too rusty, huh?
Well, I see they managed to rebuild the old place. I probably shouldn't say too much, but I came here once, years ago. I was investigating something for a friend of mine, and the trail led me here. Looking for clues in this refinery shouldn't be too much of a problem. I mean, as long as there isn't a team of heavily armed security guards inside. Why do I get the feeling I'm going to regret saying that out loud? I suppose this means it's time to go to work. Sorry to do this, but I'm afraid you've managed to get on my bad side. Good work. I'm free to search for clues now, so you'd better get out while you've got the chance. Oh, don't worry about me. It's hardly likely that things might spiral out of control and result in the destruction of the entire facility. Oh, why do I have to keep setting myself up like that?
Fellas, I'm ready when you are. You're just in time. My pals at the docks didn't take too kindly to me ruining their little business venture. So we were just about to settle our differences in the ring. Thing is, I get the distinct impression there's a lot more of them than there are of me. Which isn't normally a problem, but if you want a piece of the action, I'd say you are fairly justified. Shall we? Oh, did that look as bad as it sounded? Hey, did that guy just make a face at me? I could have sworn I heard a face. How you holding up over there? These guys aren't expecting the judicial system to go easy on them, because at this point, that ship has sailed. Sorry, I've been determined to crack some kind of ship-related joke since I started this job. Thanks for the backup.
Oh, Angie, you were always meant for great things. My friend Angie was finding life as an aspiring actress rather difficult, so when she told me she was auditioning for a role in a small play, I felt I should be there for her. Glad I managed to avoid having to take lunch orders for once. Now I can use my break to go and meet Angie at... Wait, is that the time? Already? You wouldn't be able to give me a lift by any chance, would you?
One more person tells me to keep calm and carry on.
I'll walk instead. It is the healthiest option after all. Hashtag YOLO.
My lawyers can hear all about this.
Sir, I am sorry that you...
Glad I managed to avoid having to take lunch orders for once. Now I can use my break to go and meet Angie at... Wait, is that the time? Already? You wouldn't be able to give me a lift by any chance, would you?
We seriously need to
This should be far enough. If Angie sees me being driven by someone dressed in your attire, she'll ask a lot of questions. Actually, perhaps you and I belong on stage. What with you in that outfit and my ventriloquism act. Actually, forget I said that. The Captain America Adventure Program. I never enjoyed those old Captain America radio shows. I mean, really, who writes such rubbish? But when I hear them now, they seem to make me feel strangely nostalgic. There is, however, one particular character I'm not such a great fan of. Nurse Betty Carver. Can you believe that? They've changed my name and put me in their silly little radio show. It's completely disrespectful to the actual Captain America. Someone really ought to be doing something about this. I can't do it. I really don't like the program, but I suppose if it cheers other people up and they enjoy it, then who am I to judge? I just hope that someday the real story of Captain Steve Rogers can be told, preferably without a damsel in distress.